afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy. Biffid, Biffid at yahoo.com. 603-404-9338. And the story today is Anthony Williams was going to guest on the show today, but it was about 10 minutes to 5. I called him. He's home. He answered the phone. He forgot all about it. So, seeing as it's Anthony, we'll overlook it. All right, so let's just all send him positive energy. He's got a ton of stuff going on. He's frazzled. So let's send him smooth, calming, gentle, relaxing energy. Anthony, if you're out there, it's all coming your way. So there you have it. So, of course, lucky me, it's a good thing I brought my trusty Constitution that we can go over. There's all kinds of things to talk about. I'm sure one of them I can hardly wait now because I'll bet the climate action people are going to go crazy with the hurricane. And I know they will because, it's a Category 3 hurricane. But I noticed I was online reading I just read headlines. If I like the headline, then I'll delve into the story a little bit. But the headline was Idalia, or whatever the name of the hurricane is, strong Category 3 hurricane slams into Florida as opposed to, Category 3 slams into Florida, fine, but strong Category 3. Don't they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's like a middle of the road 1. Don't get me wrong, I know it's devastating, but that's why they have these scales, And if, by the way, speaking of climate change, I got a few more stories, but these climate action people, they're going to tell you it's the end of the world. If you do some research, you're going to find, NOAA or whoever gives you all these reports about the climate's doing this and the climate's doing that. If you read, if you do some research, you'll find out how they get the sort of mean temperature guidelines or what's going on with the temperature and the climate. And they use models to adjust the data. So the data that they're giving you is not true. It's what they want you to see. But don't listen to me. Check it out yourself. Go online. And the other thing, too, I thought was kind of, I did this morning, which I thought was kind of ironic. If you try to Google, people that dispute this climate change, right? If you try to find info online to dispute climate change, to see how they're sort of yanking your chain, talk about misinformation, do the research, you won't believe it. But to go online and try to find that stuff, all that comes up with it, people that dismiss the climate emergency, all it says is they're nothing but liars, but it doesn't tell you what they're lying about. They don't say naturally that they're lying. But anyway, so much for that. Please just do research. You'll be amazed. And again, who am I? I'm just sitting here that does do research. So not a lot, but if it interests me, I try to tweak my interest even more. Excuse me, I need a sip. All right, so a little story on Monday. I went with a bartender that I know from Derry Salem Milk. She's a sweetheart. Susan. We went to Salem, Mass to we wanted to smudge a place and rid it of negative. It's worse than negative. It was outright toxic, hateful energy. So we went and got different tools and materials to do all that. But anyway, so when we were there, I just come across and I got I got two of them. If you could, I got this. It's a smoky crystal ball. Smoky. This one is, I'm going to say it's about the size of a quarter. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. I can hardly wait to use it. It's after I bought it naturally and got it home and wiped it all down. It feels like it's probably fallen on the floor a few times, but that's all right because it adds to the energy in it. Boom. And I did charge it already. I did my little thing to charge it with my energy. I left it out on the windowsill yesterday till this morning until I picked it up. And this, I love it. It was only $6 and I could do readings with this. Fantastic readings. Plus, the other thing I liked about it too is, all right, I'll tell you, who's ever got a poodle out there, the poor thing, give it a haircut. It needs a haircut. Anyway, what I like about this is, and I'm gonna do, I could just put this in my pocket, right? I have my rose-colored. It's like fake suede, whatever you call it. I don't know, suede. But I really like it. It's got lots of stuff going on when you turn the ball around. It's got, nice stuff to do easy readings. So, and that's what my plan is, to sort of carry this around and doing real, quick readings for people right off the cuff. So, and I like doing it. I told you I enjoy doing it. So, right up my alley. Hey, I get lost in them. So, people get lost when they're listening. I get lost when I'm giving them. I don't have a clue, basically. I mean, I'll remember something here and there. But I always say I don't have a clue of what I really say in the readings. So anyway, we can do that. And naturally, we can start with the inspirational quote, which I jumped out at me this morning. I was going to do, I got this last night, but the interesting / fun facts today, seeing as I went to, here's a little pop quiz. Seeing as I went to Salem on Monday and bought this crystal ball, the interesting fun facts are crystal ball. So let's get to it. How's that? All right. Here's the famous quote of the day. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. So choose wisely. Roy T. Bennett, The Light and the Heart, and I love it because everything there is positive, uplifting, giving. You can't go wrong with that. It's, when you give, to me, I feel content. It's fulfilling for me. And as the commercial on TV says, priceless. All right. So, now let's start with the interesting fun facts. Crystal balls. Interesting fun fact number 1. As if we didn't know, crystal balls are spherical objects made of crystal or glass. I don't like glass ones. That are used for divination, meditation, and spiritual practices. But when you use one to sort of give a reading, that's where it brings you. That's how you give a reading. You're off into the divination. I can't say that's a tongue twister for me. Meditation and spiritual practices, it all comes out in the reading. They are believed to have the power to reveal hidden truths, and they do predict the future and provide insight into the past. So I suppose, when you pick them up, it depends on your sort of, thought before you pick it up. Do you want to read about the past when you pick it up? So then it's what meanings are about the past, present, future. You could hone in on a real, as they say when when you give a reading, the more specific the question, the more specific the reading. So, but I kind of like general readings because that's all over the place, and to me, I think it's more fascinating. All right. Now, interesting fun fact number 2. I guess these are mostly interesting facts. I don't know. Maybe not even facts, just interesting knowledge about crystal ball. All right. Interesting. Well, I'm going to call them facts. I'll go back. I'm going to call them facts. Interesting fun fact number 2. The use of crystal balls can be traced back to ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. And if you see the old hieroglyphics and stuff, you can see, they have balls in front of them, spherical things. We don't know if they're crystal, but according to this, crystal balls. In the Middle Ages, crystal balls. Wait a minute. Oh, in the Middle Ages, crystal balls were used by clairvoyants, and fortune tellers. During the Renaissance, crystal balls became popular among alchemists who believed that they had the power to transmute base metals into gold. Wow. They were probably doing drugs, so drugs go back that far too, I guess. All right. Interesting fun fact number 3. There are various types of crystal balls, each with its own unique properties and energies. Very, very true. Even if you get crystal balls made of the same material like I just have, my other ones are just plain crystal. Right, and they do it, but even though they're the same, I have 3 of those. They all have different energy and sort of lean one way or the other, depending on which crystal ball I'm reading. In a reading, they sort of lean one way or the other. Some of the most popular types of crystal balls include clear quartz. That's what my other 3 are. Amethyst. I don't have. Rose quartz, that would be kind of cool because I like the color rose for a background on them anyway. And smoky quartz, smoke quartz, whatever you want to call it. That's what this is. And also the other one I bought, smoky quartz. Each type of crystal has its own unique healing properties and can be used for different purposes, such as healing, protection, and manifestation. You can use these to sort of adjust chakras, especially smoky crystal. It's good for protecting you from negative energy, and it gets rid of negative energy and that type of stuff. So if a chakra's off, we'll say like, communication, when you hold it here, even if it's not out of balance, it will even bring it into clearer balance. I could feel the energy out of this. It's pretty cool. Don't trust me though. Get your own. Check it out. All right. Interesting fun fact number 4. Crystal balls can be used for divination to gain insight into the past, present, and future. The process of using a crystal ball for divination is called scrying. To scry, you need to relax and focus your gaze on the crystal ball, which is, if it's got some imperfections in it, makes it a lot easier to sort of relax, in that way, and, focus your gaze in it. Because I have a crystal ball that it's about, I don't know, it's bigger than this one, but maybe about that big. And I mean, sometimes you have to gaze for like 20 minutes, even longer, for me anyway, for it to sort of start uh, giving you info or whatever it is, you know. So I like these with, you know, imperfections in them because it gets you into that stage much faster. Oh, and by the way, um, before I go on to interesting fun fact number 5, Gonzo. We all know who Gonzo is. We haven't seen him on here in quite some time, but he just did the previous show. He said he was going to get a bite to eat, and he'll join us when he's done. We'll see if he's done eating in time to join us. All right, so just in case, and he's just going to walk right in. So, all right, interesting fun fact 5. There are many misconceptions about crystal balls and how, including that they are only used by psychics and fortune tellers. Not true. In reality, anyone can use a crystal ball for divination or spiritual purposes. And it's true because I can't stress it enough. Everyone, if you tune in, and it's not really like you have to do anything. It's just open yourself up to your spirituality. You would not believe the high you get. You know, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you can enhance it with a beer or two or a glass of wine. But, you know, if you just open up your spirituality, and once you do, it's like it's more than one dimension. I can't describe it. You give it a go. You'll definitely be pleasantly surprised, and you'd all say, I wish I had done this sooner. It's just amazing where it takes you and what it opens you up to. Well, you can use this to start with it. All right. Another common misconception is that crystal balls have magical powers. When I was a kid watching cartoons, I always thought they did, right? Because they, you know, they kind of are. You look in the crystal ball and you see something good. Oh, you're a little kid, right? They're telling you in the crystal ball, oh, Mama's going to take us to a toy store. Of course, did it ever happen? No, so it was kind of disappointing. So they do not have magical powers. They're not going to, you know, like I tell people, even with other crystals, you know, smoky quartz, all right, like I said, it's good for warding off negative energy. And let's face it, there's energy vampires that are jealous of, will say, people like me, because I'm positive all the time, I'm optimistic all the time. You know, people want to zap that out of you. And I know someone, female, by the way, I'll say female, evil is not the word. But she's very evil, very vindictive, you know. So what you do is you carry the switch. I've been carrying mine around with me for about a month now. It's not magic, but it definitely, you know, it's sort of like when you first start medication, you have to take it for a week or 10 days or 2 weeks, you know, before you start realizing the effects of it. And it's the same way with crystals. You know, people hear this stuff, this crystal has energy for this crystal has energy for that, that's good for diabetes, this one good for eyesight. They buy it and it's like in, you know, 20 seconds they want, you know, if they're wearing glasses, they want to throw the glasses away because now they have a crystal that helps with, you know, clearer vision and stuff like that. So, you know, you give it time, but you'll definitely be amazed. All right. So, while crystal balls can be used as a tool for divination and spiritual practices, they do not have inherent magical powers. It's false. It's a lie. So, where'd that come from? Satan, you know, because that's what Satan does. He lies. So, all right. Interesting fun fact number 6. Despite the advancement in technology, the use of crystal balls for divination and spiritual practices is still prevalent today. And I think more people are catching on to it that, it's, again, God put everything on this earth. He put these crystals on here. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady. How are you?
I'm very well, energy lady. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. And all those things you read, I'm all of those things.
You're all of what things?
The energy, the positive, all that is me, and giving and caring.
Yep. Oh, and that's right, in the inspirational quote, most definitely, no question about it.
You better believe it. And I got my crystal ball in my hand. It's a baby, but it's beautiful.
Like this one. It's like the size of a quarter. I just bought it Monday in Salem, Mass. I love it.
Well, I had mine for years.
Some of them I've had for years, but this one I've just had for 2 days now. Well, the third day.
Very clear. Very, very, very clear.
Which one? The one you have?
Yes, it's tiny, but it's very clear.
I have one of those perfectly clear. So let me ask you, when you use that one, does it take it sort of... I don't really like mine. I told you, sometimes it's like 20 minutes or more before you know what I mean, you start receiving from it.
No, but if I hold it, it gets very, very hot, and I can feel all my energy.
Wow, see, that's good. See, here's proof that they work. They do have their own energy, no question about it.
Yeah. And how about you give me a reading from Frosted Ball?
No, because you have to wait. You just had a reading last week. Come on.
Do the ball, the new one that you got?
I'll bring it back. I'll be bringing this one because I like it. This is small. So when the time span has gone by, then we give you a reading with this little crystal ball. But we have to wait.
I thought you could give me a smoky quartz reading.
No. Imagine that. Poor energy lady. What are we going to do? I know. See, you'll have to keep tuning in.
I can put my vibes in that ball anytime and come up on top.
Well, you could, because I always say you're so positive, and who in their right mind wouldn't be open to receiving all that warm, wonderful, positive, optimistic, hot.
I'm vibrant, I'm fiery.
There you go. That's right, energy lady. But hey, so what are you doing for the end of summer, by the way? Not that we had one, but...
The end of summer is the beginning of summer for me because it always shines within my heart.
Wow, good for you. What are you doing for the full moon tonight? Isn't it tonight, or was it last night?
I think it's tonight. It's supposed to be a blue full moon.
That's right. And I didn't know this till like just several years ago. When they say a blue moon, that's the second full moon in a month. I don't know how often it happens. What's that happen? Twice a year? Do you know?
I think so. Well, don't you know that song, Blue Moon, I caught you going alone, without a love of my own.
Right.
You know Blue Moon.
I do know the song. That's right. Yes, I do. Is it? And
There's a lot of songs with moon in it. There's a moon out tonight.
Right.
Moon River.
I was just going to sing that one.
Miami.
What? Yeah. What else?
I'll be looking at the moon when I'll be seeing you. I mean,
wow. Imagine. Let me see. Does Ozzy do any songs? No, he doesn't. But, the Ramones, Howling at the Moon.
That's right. Howling at the moon.
See? Too funny.
Like that one, don't you?
I do. So you learning anything about crystal balls? I didn't even finish yet. Imagine.
Well, I do know about the pink stones. I do know about the other kind, right? The pink heals the heart.
That's right. Yeah, the rose quartz. That's right. Yeah.
That heals the heart.
That's right. So that must be good for the heart chakra. I balance my.
Yeah.
I use. Believe it or not, I don't do it that often, but tuning forks to balance my chakras.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that, but I use these sometimes just for certain ones. Like, see this? I can feel the energy out of this if I hold it for my communication one. See, probably telling me, not telling me. It's.
I have a stone that says pray on it. If I hold that stone, it's so warm that you can feel the heat in the face.
I believe it. Yeah. It's too bad people didn't, really take more stock in like the energy that crystals hold, because I've turned a lot of people into believers. I give them, they have this, like we'll say, they have diabetes or arthritis, so I give them different crystals for, whatever they have that's sort of ailing them, and some of them say they notice a difference, so I believe it.
But I can tell you something that's the most powerful of all. Is your mind over matter. You can do anything with that.
It's exactly right. It's exactly right. But what's mind over matter? What is mind over matter is really, when you think about it,
when you think about it so much, right, and you're in a lot of pain, and you overpower it with the mind, you can actually get rid of a lot of that pain.
Right, that's true. You can, but even, basically anything when it comes to mind over matter. You know why? Mind over matter, because you're really you're reaching into your inner self, to all that strength that you have that people don't realize they have. Because did you ever?
And another thing.
Yes.
You can take a piece of paper. If you believe in that paper, you can actually make it happen.
That's true. That's right. That's right. Well, energy follows thought. So, if you can think it, you can do it, or you can have it, or, it will manifest.
But you don't want to play with your mind too much, because if you do, you can always throw it off the other way, and you don't want to do that.
Well, that's true, too. That's true. I know. You can end up in the mental bin, I guess. Right?
Okay, I won't take up your time. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and
thank you.
Stay happy, healthy, and strong, and have a nice Labor Day.
All right. Thank you, and thanks for calling, Energy Lady.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Stay tuned in with your ball.
I will. All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So we're on. I'll start with number 6 again, because that's where we were. Despite the advancements in technology, the use of crystal balls for divination and spiritual practices is still prevalent today. You know why? Because it's natural, it's from the earth, it's from God, who put it all here, whether you want to, what is it, Darwinians, get a life. Anyway, in fact, the demand for crystal balls and other healing crystals has increased in recent years as people look for ways to connect with their spirituality and find inner peace. And it is so true. Google crystals will say, right? All you have to do, it's easy. Crystals to help with arthritis. Crystals, excuse me, crystals to enhance spirituality. Anything. Crystals to help with, psychic intuitiveness. Whatever it is you might want, it's an interest to you. Whatever little area, Google crystal for this, crystal for that. You'll be amazed. And they're not expensive either. $6. All right. Well, excuse me. All right. Here we go. What was I just talking about? Interesting fun fact number 7. 7. Crystal balls can help you connect with your spirituality and higher self. Very, very true. They can be used for meditation and spiritual practices to enhance your intuition, clarity, and inner space. Very true. Again, check it out. Time well spent. Interesting fun fact number 8. Crystal balls are believed to have healing properties that can help with physical ailments such as headaches, insomnia, and digestive issues. And it's true. And speaking of, if you want to have more vivid dreams, all right, they help with that. You can get labradorite or blue kyanite. But speaking from experience, I have different sizes of blue kyanite. I have like one maybe the size of the finger, and then I got another one that's about this big, which I put by the side of my bed. The dreams were too vivid for me, too vivid. So I got the small one that's like my finger with a big difference. And you'll be surprised. You remember the dreams. I journal them. So I've been doing that for about a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. I started last year, January 1st, 2022. And I got, paragraphs, lines, 3, 4. And I'd say anywhere from 3 to maybe 15 to 20 lines on a notebook this size. That's what I keep my journal, my dreams in. Blue kyanite, labradorite, vivid dreams. Again, blue kyanite, a smaller piece. You don't want to sort of, like me, the dreams were maybe a little bit more than I could handle. So that's in the drawer with where I keep all my crystals. All right. Interesting fun fact number 8. Crystal balls are believed to have healing properties. Oh, wait, I just read that one. All right, they can also be used, and that's true, they can also be used to purify the air and promote a sense of calm and relaxation in your home or workplace. It's very, very true. Because I have, is it citrine on the desk where I work, and that's, abundance and, that type of thing. And it really, it works. All right. Now, interesting fun fact number 9. Crystal balls can be used for chakra healing. Place the crystal ball on the corresponding chakra during meditation or use it in a healing session. As you focus on the crystal ball, it can help bring balance and alignment to the chakra, promoting physical, emotional, which is always beneficial, and spiritual well-being. How can you go wrong with that? Emotional and spiritual well-being. You can't lose with that. If you get those two balanced, again, right now, when they're not balanced, you're like this. We'll say you can see all this stuff around you. Once you balance everything, not only does everything open up like this, it opens up like this. It's just amazing. And behind you, everywhere. All right. So, and finally, interesting fun fact number 10. Crystal ball reading is an intuitive practice. That's why, I say the crystal ball, it's sort of like, it's intuitive. It connects you. You know what I mean? It connects you. It sort of draws you in to the connection to the person that you're reading for. And you do it intuitive, which is the way I read tarot cards. That's why, you read a book about tarot cards. This card means this. Well, to the person writing the book. But when I'm giving a reading, I could give 20 readings. It could sort of mean 20 different meaningettes, shall we say. All right? Oh, great. Crystal ball reading is an intuitive practice, which means that your intuition plays a crucial role, and it does. And and trust yourself when you're doing it. Don't be afraid when you're giving a reading. Don't be afraid to say something because you're thinking the person that's there that you're doing the reading for might think you're crazy, or you might sort of think that you're going to be incorrect or off base or something. So all right, come on in. Here he is. Look at this, just in time. I'm just about done with my interesting fun facts.
Nice.
Which means that your own intuition plays a crucial role. It is important to trust your instincts and interpretations when using a crystal ball for divination. Wow, Gonzo, welcome finally after how long?
Probably a year or more.
Wow, yeah.
Since our mutual friend Norm passed, I've been
That's
meaning,
almost 2 years.
It's been a while, and the last time I was on this show was when he was here, and then weirdly he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty sudden, if you ask me. Like all of a sudden,
It was very sudden. So, let me ask you now. You said you think you're into sort of this.
I've been feeling the energy lately that I can. So I do it by accident. Does that make sense? Like, I've been channeling. I've been saying things that only someone would be like, "Well, that's weird. You would say that."
Well, I know what you mean. I do the same thing. Like, people, where that come from? And you sort of really hits home with them.
Like, I can guess someone's daughter's name weirdly. You know what I mean? Like, it just comes to me. Like I'll go to the casino and bet a number on roulette, and it'll hit.
Not bad. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Not too bad, and you?
Mary. I'm very well. Look at this. Gonzo just came in.
Hi, Mary.
I know.
Lucky me, finally, after I don't know how long. So, unfortunately, there's not a lot of time. What's going on, Mary? Tomorrow.
Nothing. Well, the last reading you gave me,
Yes.
everything is coming true, and I mean everything.
All right.
I met up with somebody I haven't seen in, and I mean years.
Wow.
Met up because I come out of the store and they were looking at my car, of course, because of my plate.
Oh, yeah.
And they knew me because of my plate, so they waited around until I came out and everything. And then later on, they have a place up in Hampton, so I went up there on the Saturday with them.
Yeah, nice.
And everything. And then another friend, another one has been for years and years and years.
Huh.
Mike and his wife, they're out of Nashua, called me up.
Nice.
Blue.
All right. Glad to hear it. Look at that.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, and I finally caught up with my niece out of all through the years, trying to find her, and I finally found her yesterday.
Wow. Amazing. I love it. See that? And that just goes to prove what we were talking about, Mary, about the intuition. Believe your intuition. Don't be... See, like some people, I bet they'd be afraid to say all that stuff because they don't want to be wrong,
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks for the feedback. Mary, do you have a guest tomorrow?
Yeah, I do. I have Chris Hebert coming on, and the last half hour, he's coming in around 5:30. We're going to talk, because people have been asking me about money-wise and what to invest, how they invest in certain things, and they want to get some feedbacks from it.
Oh, good. Nice. All right. Tomorrow, yeah. So, Mary, you only got like 15 minutes left, so I want to hold off on the reading because Gonzo just got here, so I want to give him some time to talk. I appreciate you calling. I'll give you a reading soon, though, because you haven't had one since I said I don't know if you watched last week. Every 6 to 8 weeks now.
I'd like to say something to Mary real quick. Mary, take care of your feet, whatever that means. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
There you are. All right, Mary. Hey.
Alrighty, and the ball that you got, I must tell you, I'm seeing the top of that ball. Once in a while, I'll see brown.
Yeah.
and then all I want to, it's like a halo of green over it.
Wow.
You understand?
That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's sort of like a brownish, grayish, smoky
Yeah,
color.
I see like all brown, and then you hold it a certain way. It's like a halo
Wow.
over it, a green halo, a pretty green halo.
All
over it.
right. Nice. See that? So, see, they do have energy in them.
That's
That
amazing.
proves it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Mention it.
All right. Mary, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for calling.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty, catch you
Thank-
guys later.
yep,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Take care of your feet. Like, I don't know, like something. So what I'm saying is, like, sometimes I'll go on like TikTok live. I don't know, and like people come in, and I'll be like doing quick reads,
Yeah.
and people will like message me like, "How did you know my uncle was trying to get a hold of me?" Or "How did you know that my car got towed?" Like, I don't know. It just comes to me like it's weird.
Right.
I don't
so-
see the green orb yet or the green light, but I was
I know.
wondering, do you find it as a burden to have these powers sometimes? Do people like? Is it like annoying to know things about people that you just want to meet people the normal way?
Well, what do you mean? Is
Like
it-
if you meet somebody, say you meet me off the street, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get an intuition about me because
Right,
you're
yeah.
a psychic.
Yeah.
Does that annoy you that you can't meet people on the regular terms, or do you enjoy knowing the inside scoop?
Well, it's not necessarily. Well, I've been meeting people like that. When I meet people, I get the same thing. This hits me about them, that hits me, and I'm always, depending on the strength of how strong it hits me, it's like they can deny it from here to kingdom come, they're lying. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
been going on since I was like in my 20s with that, so I never really. It's not a burden. Of course, like I'll meet people and we'll talk, and it's I'm getting all this stuff. I
Right.
don't say it to them because if they ask about a reading, what can you tell me? Then I'll tell them. But just to sort of by the way, I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that.
Do you
I-
you can sniff out BS then? Like if someone's
Most of the
giving you
time.
giving you a load of baloney, you
Oh,
can
no
kinda,
question,
you can
yeah.
feel that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever used your powers for monetary gain, or is that just not supposed to be happening?
Well,
Like Keno, can you play Keno? And
I play I play Keno all the time, but I
That's
I
fine.
don't.
You don't win?
Right. Well, sometimes what I'll do is, what I do is, and I'll go up to the Keno, the kiosk,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and I'll put the money in the machine, and then I ask my spirit. Don't laugh. I don't win a
I'm
lot of
laughing,
money.
you're a
So
psychic, dude.
I ask my spirit guides, the Keno winning number spirit guides, to help me, and I don't look at the machine, and I'll just go like this, and. I win, but not a lot of money. But I'll get my money back. I'll win maybe $5 or $10, but puts a smile on my face. Just get my money back. Puts a smile on my face.
So a friend of mine really, really believes in the whole meant to be like tarot kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
you're all in on that. Huh? What do you think about body design?
What do you mean? But I don't know.
Like
but,
projectors, generators, like that kind of thing. Like the I don't know. Like there's certain people that do you believe in predestined things? Like
yeah, but there's nothing nothing happens by accident. There's no coincidences here.
right.
Everything is. Everything is all as soon as you're born. That's it. You got the path. You have a path, and you go on the path, and everything that happens is from the moment you're born. There's your path, and if you
That
notice.
seems boring though. Like it has to be some variable.
No, it's exciting because you know why? If you give up control,
Yeah.
you go so much further and obtain so much more than you ever thought you would by trying to control your path and trying to control that. It's like if you talk to people, and I've noticed this over the years when they talk, oh, that was a bad decision. What a bad decision that was. Why? Because they didn't listen to their gut, They got to the fork in the road, and they knew, their inner strength or their higher self is telling them, their guides are telling them to bear to the left, but, they want to
went
go
right.
to the right only because, they're determined on themselves that they want a specific
What makes
result.
people do that? Isn't it
It's
their
their ego.
gut? So
You know, it's
okay,
their
okay,
ego.
Ego's everything. Ego's key. Then is ego good? Sometimes.
Well, it can be good, but also just the way the ego always wants to be in control, and that's why people don't listen to their higher self. Your higher self, your spirit guides, your spirit period will never lead you astray. Will always take you to the best place for you to be, and it takes you to where you're supposed to be. Your ego, because it always wants to be in control. That's how people end up making bad decisions. Right? Your spirit, your soul is telling you to take the left. Your ego's telling you, don't listen to that. Take to the right. It's going to be more exciting. And what happens? It ends up being a bad decision, a not nice experience.
Do you think you should play it safe then, or do you think you should just trust your gut?
Trust your gut. That's what I mean. And trust your gut. And that's what I mean about giving up control.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an artist, so it's hard to not trust my gut. You know what I mean? Like, I have to take risks, it seems like, but to play it safe. But then there's times I'm like, I should have just listened to myself, yeah.
Right. Well,
Like, if I have a bad feeling about an art show or something, I do it anyway, it's going to go bad. You know
right,
what I mean?
exactly. But it's just like, when you're drawing there, where do you really, I don't know, maybe you do really contemplate about, I got to put this line exactly right here and go, you know what I mean? That's your higher self just doing, you know what I
It's
mean?
just- yeah.
It's like an automatic
It's automatic.
reflex.
It's AutoZone, baby.
Right,
Like,
and that's
get
I'm
in the
telling
zone,
you.
AutoZone. Like, it is, like Bob Dylan said, I don't write songs. A ghost comes into my head and writes them through my hands.
Really? Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
and all
yeah.
artists kind of just go with that, which is, I was given this guy who did the murals, James Chase, credit because he can stick to that script. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how. I couldn't do it. If I was doing the Manchester, Welcome to Manchester thing on Hanover Street,
Yeah.
that new one, beautiful, by the way, I would inevitably make the A cursive or something. Like, I just
Right.
couldn't help being artistic about it.
Yeah.
So what are you feeling from me? Anything? Get anything? I'm feeling something from you, to be honest.
Well, what are you feeling from me?
You're gonna be a new father.
No, not yeah. Dream on, yeah. At my age,
No, honestly, I feel like you're regretting not doing this earlier, I think.
well, it's not.
That makes-
I'm not really. I'm not regretting it, but let's put it this way, because it's since I've been doing it. Well, I'm like mediumship, and I've been doing psychic stuff since my 20s, and I didn't realize that the sort of vastness of it. It's not that I regret it, but I sort of wish I focused in on it, or
You wish you were like a black belt right now instead of a purple belt.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
So, are you
and
gonna
that's-
do a card thing right now? Is that-
No, because we don't have a lot of time. But
Sorry
you
about
said,
that.
am I feeling anything about you? Yeah, you're going to be moving.
I know I am. You're probably right. So, like Norm was spot on with his predictions with me.
Yeah.
He nailed it. You're gonna have a son.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. He nailed that. He's gonna be musical. Nailed it. Then he said that Kyle Clayton was gonna have twins. I think it happened, but in a different way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I don't think he had babies. I think he had twins, though. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so everything's been coming true.
Nice, yeah.
But
They were-
I was wondering, because I announced football games on this station, and I was wondering if you knew what Central Football's record would be this year. If you could give me how many wins are they going to get in a 10-game season?
And in 10 games, 8 wins and 2 losses.
Wow, that would be amazing, and bringing Central Football back to its glory would be great. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's what I'm getting. 8 wins, 2 losses. Let's see what happens.
I'm also feeling you're annoyed that I came so late.
I'm not. I'm glad you came, no matter what time. By the way, how was your
Everything, yeah.
supper? or whatever it is you have.
I went to that place, the new barbecue place right there.
Right over here.
The
How
old,
was it?
the old baked place. It's
So how was the
so
barbecue?
good, so good.
Really?
So I like a good coleslaw. I'm a big fan of coleslaw.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah?
I'm
Okay.
very picky of coleslaw. I'll judge a restaurant on their coleslaw.
Like the back room to me has really good coleslaw. Like I don't know, I think they put like whipped cream in it or something. It's sugary, you can tell.
Yeah.
But a coleslaw is key. In this place, they hold their own. The chicken place on the corner,
Mhm.
very good coleslaw. I agree with you. It says something about a place like KFC. I like their coleslaw.
Oh,
do you
yeah.
like their coleslaw?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they had good coleslaw. So I started with a little portion of that, and then I have a big brisket basket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take on when I'm out
Nice.
here.
So listen, let's go back to the thing. So how often do you go on TikTok? By the way, China's getting all your private info.
I'm
you know.
okay with it. You know, I know it's not a hot take, but I'm okay with it because so is Facebook and so is Twitter and so is everyone. They're doing it too. It's like,
Well, that's
how do you know
true.
China's not stealing from Facebook? So it's not. It's the same
That's
thing.
true. I know.
But TikTok has the best filters, and they have the best reach. They're doing it better than anyone right now.
Really?
That's-
Yeah. I
And
don't know.
it's-
I don't
it-
have a clue.
But a lot of people are hesitant to join TikTok because of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I think China has their hands on everything, so there's nothing they don't have. So might as well join the best one. And also, if you're an artist or a psychic or like a Matt Connerton's a hypnotist,
I do
Okay.
that too. Yeah.
if you're like something like that, why would you not want the thing with the best reach? You know, and that's what social media is. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like TikTok for life, you know, but I'm amazed by him. And yeah, so I go on the thing.
How often do you go on there and sort
I
of
go
do
on
your
all-
little mini readings,
All the time.
micro readings?
Almost every night, I'll go and I goof off. I'm a goofball.
Yeah.
But then I'll see like it'll be like doom 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 doom. Someone's watching. You get like a couple hundred people watching at a time.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So that's cool too. Exposure.
Well, maybe I
Then
should
I'll
give
see,
it a
like,
shot now.
Anthony Bolio 4289 is on, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden like I'll see something and I'll be Anthony, don't go anywhere. I have to tell you something. And he's like, how the hell did you know that my Honda broke down? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. It can't. It's so random that I don't really have any thought process. So I go quick.
Right.
Quick. First instinct. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you just said Central will get 8 wins, which is completely inaccurate, by the way. But that's okay.
Why is it completely
Well,
inaccurate?
well, there's a lot into that, but that would be awesome because I am a Central graduate. But
All right.
there's a lot of good teams in the Division One. But that would be amazing, and I'll come back. I'm like, dude, you nailed it. But I think instinct, gut,
Yeah.
gut,
Right.
I'll gut.
That's why I
Everything
like when
comes out
you
of the
asked.
gut.
Those are the numbers that when you asked me.
Yeah.
That's the numbers that popped in my head. So that's what you get.
Yeah.
Even though, like, see, people might be afraid to say it because what did you say? Oh, that you're not correct.
You said that to Mary too. People are afraid to talk about things because they're afraid to
Freedom.
get chastised
To
for
say
being
it
wrong.
right. Yeah.
So you're wrong. Can I get a zoom in here, please? So you're wrong once in a while. Get over it. Move on and trust your gut.
Exactly. I mean,
Because sometimes you're right and you can shock the world with that.
but it's like you show me a crystal ball reader or a medium that says they're 100% on all the time, and I'll show you a liar. It's
Which is kind of the downfall with your profession because people are going to say, why aren't you right every time? But you're not.
Right,
No
you
one
can-
is.
right.
But you believe in it. And when you believe in it, you have more chance to
and it
achieve
blows
it.
people away. The readings. Well, we just heard Mary, right?
She
Several minutes
found
ago.
her nephew or
Right,
niece.
right.
whatever they are.
And we only got a couple of minutes left, so thanks for joining me as
Yeah,
late
man.
as it was.
Awesome.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry
Come
it
back
took so
again.
long.
That's all right. Come back again. Gonzo, another famous Manchester artist.
Love you guys.
Check him out. David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338, bifford@yahoo.com. Get in touch with me, and please always, two things, always remember. One, you can't be dumb if you want to be free, and more importantly, you are a winner.